guys, it's Alison Broadway, your Monday spot here on Basics, and today we're gonna be exploring. I honestly didn't know what I was going to do for this video because I was like, challenges? Question mark? But then I was like, who am I gonna do a challenge with? So I've been trying to get my hair to straighten, but just like me, it won't. It won't. We're just gonna basically, for today's video, I'm just gonna tell you some books that have actually changed my life. I used to hate reading with a fiery passion, okay? I hated it so much that I would avoid it. Like, I'd literally act sick on days where we'd have to read all day because I thought it was the end of the entire world. Like, apocalypse zombies would start popping up, the sun would just burst up, and we'd all die in a matter of minutes. That was dramatic. I am so sorry. I just did not like it. Until one day, my best friend, Little Casserole... I'm not explaining that right now. Until Little Casserole, she just came over and she gave me this book called Dorothy Must Die. Ironically, I literally lost that book a couple days ago and I was like, Thump. Second and third book with me. This is the second book, The Wicked Will Rise. It's hardcover because that whole book got me into reading. Like, I was hooked. I started downloading reading apps, which I have a Wattpad account. Some shameless self-promo. It'll be in the description if you want it. That book series got me into reading, so much so that now every month I have to go through my bookshelf to find space for new books. I shit you not. All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. I actually don't have the book with me because I read it during school, so I was like, I'm not gonna purchase like a $25 book when I've already read it. That book just had so much meaning in it. It dealt with drugs and suicide and things that teens are faced with nowadays, and I was just so shocked because, like, before that book, I only read a book that kind of touched on that and kind of didn't really dive into it as much as All the Bright Places did. Also was like some hardcore, like, R-rated shit, like, for my age, that was like, she was a good book. It was a good book, okay? It got me into reading. I remember this was the second book I purchased after Dorothy Must Die. It's called Backlash, and it has the mature read because I got it at my school fair, and they always had like those stickers that are like, grade 7 and up can read this. But honestly, this is a great book, and as you can see, it, like, the spine is worn out. I have read it so much. Like, she is destroyed at this point. Like, the pages are bent, some of them are ripped. Like, up here, it's all... She was loved. This was the Selection series. I had so many feels. The first book that really had that kind of mature scene. This book series absolutely shook me to the core. Oh, it was so good. I remember reading it and having like all these feelings. Like, this one guy I loved at the start of the book, and I was like, I'm team this guy. I'm team A, and then your boy just had mental spasms real quick and went to hashtag Team M. If you read the book, you know what I mean. This book series is probably my favorite one, at least, like, on my top 3 favorite books of all time. The Burn series by Ellen Hopkins. I can't even begin with this book. It is written in poetry, or a form of that. And those were the books that shook me to the core. No, but in all honesty, they were the most amazing books that I have ever read. So, Danielle Pages' Dorothy Must Die, Danielle Pages' The Wicked Will Rise, and Danielle Pages' Yellow Brick War. Kira Cass's The Selection, Kira Cass's The Elite, and Kira Cass's The One. Sarah Daria Littman, Backlash, L. Hopkins, Smoke and Burned. I strongly encourage you guys to read these books, okay? Even if you don't like reading that much, I promise you, it will change after reading one of these books.